Sorry, I can't marry you. The woman I truly love isn't you. It's Lisa.
You were my best friend. Oh my god, I think I posted it by accident. Another one. I got married today. And today I got dumped in front of everyone.
If you want everyone to stop talking, crying won't do it.
Then teach me.
Marry me. Sign it, and tomorrow all of Chicago will know you're not the bride who got abandoned. You're Mrs. Vond.
Are you crazy?
I never joke.
You even brought the contract?
I need a partner, not a wife. Miss Bennett, Mr. Venson is waiting for you.
1 year of marriage. You play the role of my wife, and I will give you everything needed for rebuilding.
What if someone finds out this is fake?
Then you will become an even bigger laughingstock. But if you don't sign, you are already falling now.
Can you guarantee they'll regret what they did?
I can guarantee you won't be the one left behind again. Tomorrow, you're Mrs. Vaughn.
Chloe, when did you two start dating?
From today on, I handle her past. She is my wife.
You must be Chloe. Welcome home.
How could she possibly know Daniel Vaughn? There's a media dinner tomorrow. You're coming with me.
You're that sure I can play a billionaire's wife?
The moment you didn't break in front of the cameras today, you proved you're stronger than most people. Answer the phone.
What the hell are you playing at?
It's not a game. I got married.
Tomorrow night, the whole city will watch. Are you ready?
Welcome Mr. Daniel Vaughn and his wife.
Chin up. They're looking at Mrs. Vaughn, not a failure.
What a surprise. 2 days ago you were the abandoned bride and today you're a billionaire's wife.
We were actually worried about you. Not everyone finds a replacement that fast. Thanks for your concern. But compared to me, you should worry more about ending up live-streamed yourselves one day.
You think marrying him means you've really won? To everyone else, you'll always be the joke from that wedding.
Mr. Hull, how is your fundraising round going tonight?
Perfectly. At least more respectable than using marriage as PR.
Interesting, because I just received notice. North Lake Capital has decided to pull out of your project.
Sorry, we don't stand against Vaughn.
I have a habit. If someone goes after what's mine, I usually make sure he loses something first.
You didn't have to do that for me.
Chloe, this isn't over.
Then try. This is the career recovery plan Mr. Vaughn prepared for you.
You did this?
More accurately, my team did. But I set the direction.
Mr. Vaughn studies every partner before making a decision. Was this you too?
There's too much trash online. Sometimes it needs cleaning. Don't be sentimental. Your reputation affects the Vaughn family.
Do you like your new office? Daniel is terrible with soft words, but once he decides to protect someone, he does it completely.
Move the tests. I don't have time right now. Your numbers can't wait any longer.
How long have you been standing there?
Looking back, some things do feel suspicious.
If she left because she found someone wealthier, then I misjudged who she really was.
Mrs. Bennett, your afternoon client canceled. They all received anonymous tips.
The truth isn't the point. Public perception is.
Give me 24 hours. If I can't turn this around, I'll walk away myself. It's Marcus and Lisa. They're destroying my clients.
Proof.
They're telling the whole city I'm a gold digger and you're telling me not to panic?
If you let them drag you into emotion right now, you've already lost. What are you best at?
Turning disasters into executable plans.
Then do it.
Once she loses her last client, she'll learn even Daniel can't save her.
I'm sorry, we can't run the feature.
Because of the rumors?
Because the advertisers don't want controversy. Your name gets attention right now, just not the kind we want.
Give me one chance to explain.
This isn't something explanation fixes.
Mr. Vaughn!
All your prime ad pages for next quarter have been bought by Von Group.
All of them?
You can keep printing garbage, or you can put your cover and feature on someone who actually matters. Choose.
Of course, we'd be happy to reschedule. In fact, the cover is open for discussion. You didn't have to do this.
I told you I don't like people ruining what's mine.
Chloe, how did you stand back up after such a public disaster? Because I finally understood. Someone else's betrayal should never define my value.
Don't misunderstand. I bought ad space, not your gratitude.
The most talked about couple of the night has arrived.
She fits beside you better than you expected. The more you deny it, the more it is.
Dance! Dance!
The contract didn't say anything about dancing.
Consider it an addendum.
You've been watching me all night.
I was making sure you didn't make mistakes.
Your voice drops when you lie.
And you? What are you thinking right now?
I'm thinking if this is just acting, you're being far too convincing. What is this?
Who sent this?
Do you need something?
The file.
It's been taken care of.
Taking it away doesn't mean it isn't real.
I told you not to cross the line.
Then you should remember you almost collapsed in front of me last night.
Have breakfast first. Some conversations go worse on an empty stomach.
10 a.m., you have a meeting with a new client. Don't bring your personal emotions into work.
Fine. Then don't bring your almost dying act to the office either.
Enough. Not every secret is meant to hurt you.
Your concepts are bolder than we expected.
A wedding isn't a show for everyone else. It should feel like the vow itself, direct, honest, and irreplaceable.
Miss Grant has very high expectations. The groom is Mr. Marcus Hale.
Decline it.
No. Surprised? This time, you get to touch my wedding. I want an engagement party no one will ever forget. You should know what that feels like. Budget, guest count, venue preference. You're not curious at all why I specifically chose you, because you want to humiliate me. But if you actually want this event done well, you pick the right person.
You couldn't even keep your own wedding together, and you dare touch mine?
Precisely because I survived the worst wedding possible, I know better than anyone how to make a picture-perfect event collapse from one wrong detail all at once.
Well, look who it is. My ex-fiancé is now planning my fiancé's event. Fate has a sick sense of humor.
If you're only here to humiliate me, the door is right there. If you're here to work, then state your needs clearly. I want the most expensive flowers, the biggest media splash. I want everyone to know I'm the one who won. Understood. What you want isn't an engagement party. You want a victory statement. Okay. Finally, you get it. We take it. Build the best proposal. I want them to believe I'm truly going to build their dream.
I told you to decline it.
This isn't giving them power, it's bringing them onto my ground.
The sender used a relay account.
But we're tracing the attachment meta.
Lisa can't pull this off. She likes showing off, not strategizing.
So you finally realize there are more than 2 players on this board.
The file was first uploaded from a server owned by a dissolved shell company.
Keep digging. I want to know who's feeding this operation. Get in the car. From now on, you do not move alone.
Someone knows exactly what happened that day.
That shell company used to belong to one of my father's old investment networks.
You're saying this could be tied to your family?
Someone is using the things my father left behind to do things. If you regret it now, it's still not too late.
Daniel, I've already seen the worst of times. Now, no matter who is behind it, I want to know the truth.
Then don't look back.
Prep the IV push, increase oxygen, alert the surgical team.
Don't you dare fall asleep. Do you hear me? You haven't won yet. How bad is it?
We can't delay anymore. We need immediate pre-op evaluation. Tonight was critical.
Are you insane? You just came out of the ER.
The brand deal signs tomorrow. It can't wait.
Your life is more important than any deal.
Precisely because I may not have much time, I need to do everything I can.
If you truly care about him, don't just look at the surface.
You haven't been this relaxed in a long time.
Maybe because someone is here. You've been testing my boundaries lately.
Because I want to know where your boundaries really are.
No,
Why?
because I don't have the right.
You do. More than anyone.
I shouldn't have done that.
Then you just don't stop. Good morning.
Last night was a mistake.
What did you say?
10 months left on the contract. When it ends, you'll leave. There's nothing between us but the contract.
You're lying. Last night you...
Last night I lost control, that's all. Don't make it into something else.
Did he push you away again? He said last night was a mistake.
The more he cares, the more he pushes away. Because he's afraid of loss.
Who let you in?
Planned it all along, didn't you? When the contract ends, I'm cleared out of your world. So in your heart, I'm just a clause in a contract?
Mrs. Bennett, Mr. Hale sent a message.
If you want to know what Daniel is hiding from you, come see me. I knew you'd come.
Get to the point.
How much do you know about Daniel's health? Why was he in so rush to marry? Did he tell you how his father died?
What are you trying to say?
His father also had heart disease, died on the operating table. Daniel inherited the same condition, worse than his father. Why do you think he married you? He needs a marriage he can walk away from any time, a woman who won't cause trouble after you get back and call me if you change your mind.
How did your father die?
Who told you?
Why didn't you tell me that your illness is more serious than your father's?
Stay away from me. It's best for you.
Who gave you the right to decide what's best for me?
Because it's the only way I can still protect you.
I don't need your protection. I need you to trust me.
What if I die? What if I die on that operating table like my father? What will you do?
Then I'll be with you until the end.
I don't want you to see that.
Tell me everything. Don't hide anything from me anymore.
My father died in front of me. I was 15. Since then, I knew I might end up the same way. So I never let anyone get close.
But you let me get close.
Because you're different. You made it impossible to push away. I know you won't believe anything I say now, but I really regret it. Lisa, she's not who I thought she was.
You think I'd believe you?
I know Daniel broke your heart. He used you, pushed you away. Now he has another woman. You deserve better. I have a way for you to get back on your feet. A client recovery agreement. It can help you rebuild, then you won't need anyone.
What agreement?
A big client needs wedding planning services, but they need you to sign a security agreement first to ensure project funds are safe. Sign it and you'll get the advance, restart your career. Take your time to read it. But opportunities don't wait. Daniel already pushed you away. Are you going to let yourself have nothing? Thank you, Chloe. You'll regret this, but not today, Chloe.
Miss Bennett, there's a large transfer in your account involving client margin, and we need your cooperation in an investigation.
Margin, and I didn't...
Chloe Bennett, please come with us to assist with an investigation. This signature on the agreement is yours, right? The client margin was transferred to your account, then moved out. Any explanation?
It was Marcus Hale. He made me sign it. He said it was a client security agreement.
We've summoned Marcus Hale. He said this was your automated course cooperation. He was completely unaware.
Mr. Vaughn, something's wrong. Ms. Bennett was taken by police suspected of embezzling client funds. It's all over the internet.
Get the car to the police station now!
Mr. Vaughn, you can't leave now. Your heart... Get out of my way! Mr. Vaughn!
I didn't sign a client security agreement. I signed a confession. Marcus.
What happened? He was fine just now.
Cardiac arrest. We're resuscitating. Be prepared.
Chloe Bennett, someone's posted bail. Come out.
Where's Daniel? Mr. Vaughn is at the hospital. Come with me. Family, wait outside. How is he?
His condition is even more severe than we anticipated. The surgery must be performed as soon as possible, but the success rate is less than 40%.
If he doesn't make it through tonight, you may never get to speak to him again. Game over.
Do you want to know the truth? About Daniel, his illness, why he pushed you away? His father, my husband, also had heart disease. Died on the operating table. Daniel watched him go in and never come out. He was 15. From that day on, he never let anyone close again. He thought he'd end up like his father, leave at any moment. He didn't want others to suffer what he suffered.
So he's been carrying it alone all this time?
Until he met you. You're the first person he let close. And he tried so hard to push away, because the more he cares, the more he fears loss.
He's awake, but he wants to see one person alone.
Me?
Follow me, but only a short time. He needs rest.
You jerk. Why didn't you tell me?
Because if I told you, you wouldn't leave. I'm sorry for making you so sad.
Prepare defibrillation!
How is he?
Stable for now, but he needs surgery immediately.
I won't let them destroy me again.
So you were in it together.
I'm fighting back. Help me organize all evidence. Sue Marcus and Lisa.
I'm not sure.
Then let the public see the truth. You don't have the right to decide I should leave. This time I'm fighting with you.
This evidence, enough to send Marcus and Lisa to prison.
Then do it. I want them to know they messed with the wrong person.
You not handling things outside.
Already handled. Now I just want to be with you.
Mr. Hale, Chloe Bennett has formally sued you. The evidence is solid.
What?
How does she have that evidence? You said it was foolproof.
How should I know? You said she was easy to fool!
What do we do now?
Destroy her. Completely.
Okay.
Chloe, did you really embezzle funds? Are your accusations against Marcus true?
Today, I'm taking back my life.
Court is now in session.
We accuse Chloe Bennett of malicious defamation, evidence forgery, attempting to frame the innocent Mr. Hale, and we have solid evidence proving Marcus Hale and Lisa Grant conspired to frame my client.
Present the evidence.
This is forged! Defendant, sit down! We request to summon a new witness, Daniel Vaughn's personal assistant.
I have records of Mr. Vaughn's secret investing into Marcus, proving prior financial irregularities.
The court will adjourn.
I'll testify to everything, but I want a deal. Chloe, please. I'll tell everything. It was Marcus. He planned it all. Trying to wash your hands now? Too late. I have evidence. I'll testify against him. Just agree not to sue me.
Call the witness, Lisa Grant.
Ms. Grant, please truthfully state, how did you and Marcus Hale conspire to blame Chloe Bennett?
It was Marcus. He told me to get close to Chloe, be her friend, then betray her at his wedding. He said that would destroy her, make her a public joke.
You're crazy! Always lying! Defendant, sit down or be removed from court!
He had someone leak the wedding video. He paid for the magazine Blow the Whisk, and he had me forge the signature on that fraud document!
You crazy beach! I'll take you out!
How long do you think Daniel will live? His father died on that operating table? You think he'll survive?
Hospital called. Daniel's condition worsened. Immediate surgery.
You crazy beach! You think selling me out will save you? You're not getting away either!
You made me do it! You said once she signed that file, she'd be finished. I was just following your orders.
Order! Order! Tell Chloe I'll be waiting for her to beg me.
How is he? Doctors are prepping for surgery, but the risk is high.
Surgery must proceed immediately, but success rate is only 30%. Be prepared.
I'll sign.
The surgery was successful.
Thank you, doctor.
But he needs time to recover. The next 24 hours are critical.
Miss Bennett, the verdict is in. Marcus and Lisa are convicted. Marcus gets 5 years, Lisa 3. News is exploding.
We won. You're awake. You're finally awake. I've been waiting so long for this.
The contract ends today. Let's go to where we first signed it and finish this.
Finish?
The contract has expired. You should be free.
You just woke up, and the first thing you do is send me away?
Wait! I wasn't just afraid of dying. I was afraid of you hurting for me.
Do you understand now? No matter how many times you push me away, I'll come back.
Why?
Because I love you. Not the contract, not the deal. You.
I thought pushing you away was protecting you.
That just made you suffer alone. I don't want that kind of protection.
I'm sorry. Not what you think. Come with me.
So, today we officially end the contract? You...
The contract is over. But for a long time now, you've been more than a contract to me.
Then what am I?
Chloe Bennett, no terms, no expiration, just one question. Will you marry me? Not as a contractual wife, but as the woman I truly love.
Yes.